Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome back. We are not on Mimic Week anymore because Secret of the Mimic released last Friday, but it is a new week, meaning that we have new characters to review, that being ROCKTAPUS from the opening cutscene where they're all singing and dancing, and then SHARPEY, he's all around the game, but he's like a dog that does haircuts or whatever. But these guys look great. But before I do get into it, please subscribe if you haven't already, and like the video. You know, it helps out a lot. And go check out the other reviews that I made. I made a playlist containing all of them. There are 5 videos so far, and then this week, this Saturday, I hope, the first part of the Secret of the Mimic series will come out. I'm trying to get those sets done. You know, it's gonna take a while, but if not Saturday, then maybe Sunday, and if not that, then the week after that, which will lead into kind of Squid Game season 3. But we'll see how we do all that. I'm gonna focus mainly on Secret of the Mimic though. But we're gonna review the first character, that being ROCKTAPUS. So here is ROCKTAPUS, and this guy is really nice in my opinion. I did a whole new pattern for him. He is not based off of anything, and these limbs they took forever to put on and make them all. But I basically just started with this sort of shape. I'll put it up on screen. You guys can also check out the short that I posted. It should be out by the time this video is out. But yeah, I basically did that in yellow. I stuffed it. I put beans on the bottom so then his bottom would stay still, so then he could just sit up like that, and he won't like topple over or like go like that or anything like that. The legs were just this shape with a little bit of extra like a little centimeter of space, so then when they got sewn, they would fold inwards nicely and they wouldn't be too skinny. I did 8 of these guys. The only thing that ROCKTAPUS is like has any resemblance to is like the hands. The hands are basically just like Dolly's hands. They're just doll hands. Nothing too special there, but I made 8 of these arms. They go all the way around, which is very nice. They're all the same, in the same direction, and you can kind of pose them a little bit. Like if you just squeeze them, they'll kind of mold into shape. I didn't want to put wire in there because then it would have like been too much, like too many things going on, and I didn't want to do like, because he has some sectioning in the game, but I didn't want to do that because I didn't even know how this pattern was gonna work out, so I couldn't do the method I did with Dolly and Jackie, and I didn't want to do Sharpie because I felt like that would look really messy. So but yeah, all the arms, they took forever. I had to attach them all individually by hand. He's got 8 of them right here. He looks kind of like a spider if you look at him from a certain angle, but he is an octopus. He's also got his little mustache, which is like made out of green minky. It's the same green minky that I used for the mushroom, and you can tell that it's a little fuzzy, and I think that is even better because it adds to like the mossy sort of vibe that he's got going on the actual model. He's got his 2 little glasses. These star shapes were a pain to cut out. It took me a while to cut them out, but eventually I got it. He's got some gold rimming on the glasses. He's got his little eyebrows right there, and he's got his hair on both sides of the head. He's also got these like little like coral like sea plants on his like hair and like different parts of him. I don't really know what they're supposed to be. They're kind of a pain to cut out as well, because they're such weird shapes. I'll probably add more around the body just because I feel like the body and the legs look kind of empty. But so far, or like for right now, I think he looks very nice. He's also got his little bandana. I basically did the same shape with the body. I just cut out like the top part of it, so then it would only be the top part, because if not, he would have had like a whole like sleeve going on. And then with marker, I went in and did these faint stars, because in the model he has like stars, but they're not too visible. They're like barely there, so I think it looks very nice. It's made out of felt, which is why it kind of looks like scratchy. But he's got these 2 little pieces right here to kind of signify that the bandana was tied right here. But I think ROCKTAPUS looks very nice. He's one of my favorites already. This guy has such a fun design, and I really liked translating him into a plush. I like doing these sort of characters more than just like your average like FNAF body characters, because I mean I have more fun with them and I can experiment a little more with these guys. But yeah, that's pretty much it for ROCKTAPUS. Let's move on to SHARPEY. So moving on, we have Sharpey, whatever you want to call him. He is a dog, or she is a dog. This one wasn't too hard to make. It's pretty basic. The head is literally just a Freddy head, but in beige. The hardest part would probably just be like the little bands of hair that he's got going on, or she's got going on. This part wasn't too hard to make. I mean, it's literally just that shape cut into and then sewed on there and stuffed, but I think it looks really nice, and it's very effective. Their ears are just this shape, literally just sandwiched together and sewn. Nothing too special, and she's got little pom-poms on the ends of her ears to represent the little like fluffs that she's got in game. The eyes are literally just black, even though in game they are blue. But this came out before the game came out, so I mean, and it's not too bad. It's not too much of a noticeable detail. We got the nose, the little freckles. We got the mouth that looks very creepy. I like how like dead he looks. Just like it really adds to like the empty costume sort of feeling. The body is literally just a FNAF body, but with the belly rotated to be on the top half of the body instead of the bottom half, like how it usually is. That wasn't too hard to make. It's super easy to make these bodies, and that's why it kind of bores me sometimes when I like have to do all these guys. Like for example, when I make the hedgehog and the lemur, it's gonna be a little boring because I mean it's literally just a FNAF 1 body, but I mean I feel like the details really add on to it. So because the most fun part was doing all these little bands that I could attach to the limbs. Also she's got some little claws right here. She's got 3 and then 4 on the hands. She's got her little dog tag. I now know that it says, what did it say? I know it says something different. It's not just like a little dog paw, but I put a dog paw just because I felt like it would look simple. And then she's got her collar that goes all the way around. So Sharpey, nothing too special. I might make the other colors. I might make like the Dalmatian one or the like the black poodle one. Comment down below which variant of the character you want. But speaking of that, for the other characters like the hedgehog, like Hudgy the hedgehog, and the lyrical lemur, and the lion, and the bird, and basically every costume in game, you notice that they all have variants. They have variant colors. Some have like blue and some have green. You know, it's just like it's a very mixed bag all the way around. So to make it easier on myself, I'm probably going to be making 1 or maybe 2 depending on the situation. For example, the bird from like Ruin, I'm just going to be making that one, just that color scheme, and that's it. But for characters like Hudgy the Hedgehog, I might make the purple one and the green one, you know. And then for people like Sharpey, I could just add on to it, you know. I can make another one, or I could just leave it at this one because this is kind of like the main one you see in all the posters. So depending on how important they are in game in terms of posters and all that, I'll make variants, and if not, you know, I'll just leave it at 1. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about these guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will be making more, and Big Top will be coming soon. Don't worry about it, guys. I am working on it. I'm already thinking of ways to make the guy because he looks very difficult, but I think we got it. But I will see you guys in the next one. Hopefully that'll be tomorrow. If not, it'll be Wednesday. But I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.